Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. I am here for a very quick video doing this post commentary and obviously speeding up the footage as well, just because I wanted to showcase the rest of these puzzle hustle pictures. But the thing is, after I recorded them all, there was still an hour of footage left, and you know, I was kind of running out of things to talk about during this mode while I was recording it, so I just kind of thought, you know, I'll just do this post-commentary, I'll speed the footage up. This way I'll only need to talk about the things I need to talk about, and pretty much leave it at that. Since there really isn't much else to say about this mode, if I'm being honest. It's pretty much what you see is what you get. I do really enjoy this mode. I think it's definitely a really cool idea, and you know, kind of a fun time waster. Like I said before, I'd be really interested in actually doing this co-op with someone because yeah, I could see some fun being had in like solving these puzzles and trying to get good scores and times for all of these. Definitely kind of seems like it'd be fun to do, but you know, aside from that, that's really all I have to say about this. So, as a result, just didn't think it was necessary to essentially do like another full hour of this. And even if I did split up the videos, it'd still be like, you know, 2 more videos. And I just didn't think there was really any necessity to talk about this more than I needed to. So I'll just go ahead and wrap it up in this one video. We had the Rosalina picture. We also had the Wario picture. Now we have the Donkey Kong picture, which, if people remember when I streamed this game back when it first came out, there was actually a pretty funny moment involving this picture. I'll go ahead and link that in the video description. Just a funny Twitch clip of something I constructed in the process of solving that puzzle. And me thinking that something actually went somewhere when it didn't actually need to go there at all. Pretty silly moment. That's honestly why I like games like this, is that, you know, silly and funny things can arise from just like simple constructions or misconstructions, I guess you could say. As we finish up the Luigi one, the Super Mario World Luigi one, to be in fact. There's actually a lot of Super Mario World sprites in this mode, which, you know me, I can definitely get behind that, being the huge Super Mario World fan that I am. It's definitely nice to see the love for not only my favorite Mario game, but also my favorite game of all time. Definitely feels good. Feels good to see that game being looked at so highly. Although I guess some of these could be like the Mario Maker sprites, which would make more sense because obviously those are, you know, more recent and everything. But I mean, a lot of the Mario Maker sprites are just redone versions of like Mario World and all the other games that Mario Maker borrows from, so still doesn't make too much of a difference, I guess, but yeah, lots of Mario World is basically what I'm getting at there. This Money Mole one, I actually solved this one very quickly the first time I did this, but for some reason I just got a very bad layout and I just couldn't figure out where the pieces went this time. That's a thing where maybe the pieces just kind of ended up in a really good place the first time I did it, and then the second time got a much worse layout, since there is that little bit of RNG that's involved with doing this. Not a huge amount, mind you, but again, just enough to kind of mess with, you know, getting a really good score, for example. But yeah, pretty much how I solved this blooper puzzle is, you know, kind of what you need to look at when you're solving these. You know, try to look at the image in the top right, kind of see how the picture is laid out. Look for very specific key features, like any part that isn't completely uniform. Obviously, the borders of the image are also very important to pay attention to. And just kind of construct around that. Try to keep the edges on the outside and try to keep the inner pieces on the inside. Try to switch them around whenever you can. Try not to leave like one piece on the opposite side for too long, because at some point you'll need to move it over, and then you want to make sure there's enough room to actually move it over. And even though I have done it a few times, like, I wouldn't recommend trying to, like, if you have like the bottom of an image, I wouldn't try to put that like at the very bottom of the picture, because you may need to move it up a bit because you might have a harder time moving the other pieces down. You just have to kind of like just go with the flow, I guess, is the best way I can say this. Which I know is not like super great advice, but I don't really know what else to say about this if I'm being honest. You know, a lot of this is just kind of like moving things around until something works. That's just kind of the way it is, honestly. So yeah, like right here, I was actually tempted to push the Piranha Plant up against the wall, but then I kind of realized, wait, that's probably not a good idea. Because if I did that, I'd have a hard time like moving the lips in. And if I did that, the lips wouldn't actually go against the wall because they actually kind of jut out more than the... Okay, no, they're actually on the same, they're on the same vertical axis, but still. Point is, I wanted to have like enough space to be able to move things, so it was probably good that I did kind of move things in the way that I did. I actually solved this one a lot faster than I did the first time. I guess this one must have threw me through a loop or something. So next up we have, oh, the Hammer Bro. This is the Mario Maker Hammer Bro. Even though it's kind of themed after the graphic style of Super Mario World, Hammer Bros weren't actually in Super Mario Bros. Or Super Mario World. They actually had the amazing flying Hammer Bro in that game. So, you know, when they made Mario Maker, they had to actually put in an actual Hammer Bro. And that's what they came up with, which I approve of that. I think that's a really good design for a Hammer Bro. You know, it gets the basics down. It's pretty much a Koopa with a helmet and hammers, although we can't see the hammers in this picture, but we'll assume that they're there. We know they're there. Why wouldn't they be there? I guess I could have also played as a different character, too. I know that I've actually... it's actually funny. I know I've used Bowser quite a bit in this playthrough, but... I guess my kind of process for, like, you know, using characters in Mario Party games, I know that in a lot of cases I try to play with every character aside from Peach. I don't think it really matters so much in Mario Party. Because in Mario Party, there aren't really differences between characters. I mean, in this game, there technically is, because you have, like, the dice blocks and stuff, but, like, you can get the dice blocks when you, like, you know, make those characters allies. So, I don't think there's really a necessity to really show off every single character being played. I mean, essentially, since, you know, computer players obviously use those characters, so they still got shown. It's not like they were ignored in the playthrough, I just didn't play as them. And I think just, like, moving on, like, obviously we're almost done with the Mario Party series, so it may not matter too much until, like, some new games come out, but, like, I think in all future instances, I'm just going to be playing as characters who I want to play as. And honestly, like, there's still a lot of characters I love playing as, it's just that, you know, Bowser is my favorite Mario character, so obviously I'd want to play as him more than, like, other characters, but I still try to show some other characters some love, too. I could be like Madame Wario and only play as Wario. Or I could be like, you know, the Runaway guys. I know that they all have, like, specific mains that they use and the games that they play. I know that it changes from time to time, but, like, still, they don't play as, like, every single character, so, you know. I still think that I at least, like, show, like, a little more variety than what others show as far as characters are concerned. And honestly, I'm not, like, really giving those guys crap for using just a single character or very few characters. I mean, it's a game where you play as Mario characters. You want to play as your favorites, and that's all that should matter. So, you know, I'm obviously going to be playing as my favorites and characters who I do enjoy playing as. Like, I know some of the characters I tried to play as in this game were kind of characters that kind of made their introduction into the series. Like, I definitely wanted to play as Pom Pom because Pom Pom, this was her first, not just her first outing as a Mario Party character. I feel like this was her first time playable in any Mario Kart game, or any Mario game, rather. I said Mario Kart, by the way. No, but like in any Mario game, I think this was Pom Pom's first appearance, aside from, like, you know, maybe like there's like a mobile game she was playable in. I'm not really counting those. Like, if she was playable in, like, Dr. Mario World, I mean, so what? Goomba Stack was playable in Dr. Mario World. A Goomba Stack, a stack of Goombas, was playable in Dr. Mario World. Which, shoutouts to that game, which is no longer a thing. I guess that game got discontinued. I was kind of about that game. I played it for a little while. It was fun for what I did play of it, but I just kind of got out of mobile games pretty easily and quickly, so I didn't spend too much time on that. But, you know, I didn't hate playing the game. I love Dr. Mario, so it was kind of neat to see a mobile game version of it, and I did get pretty far in the game, I think. Don't ask me how far, I don't remember, but I at least got, like, I think I at least got one of my characters, like, to their max rank. And I did it without any microtransactions, too. Whenever I play mobile games, I try to not use microtransactions because, well, I don't feel like you need to. You shouldn't need to. Like, you should be able to play the game without, like, needing to pay for it. I mean, if you want to get stuff fast for those kinds of games, then yeah, sure, but, like, the game's made in a way where it's like you can play without getting, like, anything with money. So I try to challenge myself to, like, not use any microtransactions and stuff. Even if it does put me at a disadvantage because I probably don't have the best characters, it's just kind of the way I prefer playing those kinds of games. Okay, so here we have Charge and Chuck. I think this is, like, the last of the, like, non-playable characters in this game. Because I think we only have 3 left, and I think it's Junior, Mario, and Bowser. I think that's all we got left. I actually do kind of like this puzzle. This puzzle's actually kind of fun to construct. I think I actually got a pretty good layout, too, for a puzzle that has, like, 9 pieces. Like, this one was actually not too bad to put together because it looks like a lot of these pieces are, like, perfectly square in some places, which allows you to kind of, like, segment them a little better. Wow, yeah, this is, like, perfect. I can just, like, move these blocks in, then move the helmet down, and move the other helmet over. Yeah, this was, like, really well laid out. I'll actually finish this before 200 seconds, which is neat. Nice, okay. So there we go, there's Charge and Chuck. Now we have Bowser Jr. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 pieces now. 10 pieces. That's a lot of pieces. But yeah, these last few puzzles are definitely pretty difficult. As you can see, like, my best time for this is over 300 seconds. So, like, a large part of the video is just going to be these last 3 stages. But yeah, like, it's pretty difficult, honestly. A lot of different pieces you need to put together. And I made kind of a miscalculation here where I probably should have moved those 2 pieces on the top. I guess those are his hands. I should have moved them out of the way sooner. I don't know why I kind of got, like, so, like, interested in, like, moving, like, Junior's mouth first, because there's just no good way I can do this, unfortunately. At some point, I think I was like, let me just, like, open this up and put this down in here. That was definitely a huge miscalculation on my part. But hey, we're all human. We all make mistakes. And see, like, right here, like, I needed to push... Yeah, like, see, I really messed this up. Like, I needed to move this piece over here, the one I'm about to grab. I needed to move that, like, way earlier. For some reason, I thought I could maybe try to, like, still construct the face so I could just easily slip it in later, but, like, it just did not work that way. So, yeah, that was my fault. Thankfully, I feel like the ending of this kind of came together pretty nicely, but still... I did waste a lot of time getting this one kind of wrapped up. Still beat the previous time, though. So now we have Cape Mario from Super Mario World. Once again, looks like we have 10 pieces. And this one was another one that I just kind of like didn't really construct in the best way. So I think what I was trying to do here was I was trying to like construct both the cape and Mario at the same time, when I should have just focused on the cape first. I think once you get the cape, you can like easily put Mario in. You kind of want to work on this one like maybe like clockwise, like once you get the cape done. Because there's that one piece of cape that has Mario's hat, so you can kind of put his face together and then work his way down to like the bottom. Because I had a hard time figuring out like where exactly like Mario's foot went. Or at least the foot that we can see anyway, so that was kind of a big issue of mine. So like right here, I'm trying to put his face together, and I'm like, why am I doing that? Like, I don't even have all the capes in the right places. So this was just kind of like very ill-conceived. Like, I have all these pieces in the middle that just are not helping anything. And see, like, I have this other piece that goes above the... Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking here. Maybe it'd be better if, like, I had this part, like, not post-commentary, but it's not a big deal. At the end of the day, all I need to know is I messed up big time. Maybe if Mario wasn't so boring of a character, I wouldn't have screwed up as he... Nah, I'm kidding. Well, I'm not kidding. He is a bland character, but... Nah, this was my fault. This was my fault for not really thinking. See, I kind of got in the right mindset now. It's like, okay, I have this together. And see, this is where I try to, like, actually put his foot in there, but it's like... No, you just save the foot for later. Get the other pieces together so you know where those go, and then worry about the foot. Okay, and then we just put this in. God, this took longer than 400 seconds. That's a shame. So yeah, that foot's a little tricky to track down. That's why you should probably do the other pieces first. And of course, the final piece of this puzzle, we have King Bowser of the Koopas. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 pieces to put together. And see, like, I feel like I started this puzzle very well. I think I had a great idea in putting this one together. Like, I kind of got his mouth created, which is nice. That's going to allow me to kind of place where the hand goes, along with a couple of other parts of him as well. I realized that that's not exactly where that goes. I think around here I actually noticed that, oh, his other part of his hand's right here. Let me find this part first, and then... There you go. See, I got that together very nicely, and I could move this foot piece down here, and I think there was enough room for me to move the part of the shell out of the way too. So, like, see, I think I did this. I started this very well. The problem is I tried to construct the bottom part at the bottom of the puzzle instead of moving it a bit higher to where, like, the rest of his head was. So as a result, like, I thought there was, like, more pieces than there actually were, and that just kind of messed me up. So yeah, it's kind of advantageous to, you know, not do what I'm doing here. Kind of just, like, focus on one area at a time. Don't try to, like, work on 2 areas at a time, because then you might just get kind of lost with what you're supposed to put together. And see, here I was trying to figure out, like, how the shell went, but then I realized, oh wait, that piece needs to go at the very top. Yep, see, I realized right there. But yeah, this is actually going to be the ending of this video. This is the last puzzle after all. Overall, Puzzle Hustle is honestly pretty fun. I do think this is a really cool puzzle mode. I hope they do something like this in other Mario Party games. Maybe not this exact, like, mode, but, like, you know, something similar. I do love my puzzle games, after all. And I definitely think there's, like, a charm to this as well, because it is, like, you know, all these Mario characters, and, you know, their different forms over the years, which is kind of cool. But yeah, that's going to be it. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you didn't mind this kind of shortened and post-commentary segment. I just didn't really have much else to say. But yeah, with that, the Rec Room is completed, which means next up we have the Challenge Road, the final thing to showcase in this game. This has been SlimKirby. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for the start of that. Later, folks.